At 11 p.m. on November 14, 1995, the 375 night bus departed. That night, the bus carried only 4 people: the driver, a female conductor, an elderly woman, and a man in his 20s. The streets were shrouded in fog, and the bus windows were coated with damp condensation. The bus stopped at every station, but no one boarded. Then, at a remote stop where no one was waiting, the bus suddenly halted. The doors opened on their own, and 3 figures slowly emerged from the mist. They were dressed in tattered Qing Dynasty garments, soaked and worn. 2 of them were supporting a third figure in the middle, all with heads bowed low. Their clothes were in rags, and their faces were obscured by shadow. The air inside the bus began to chill, and the conductor instinctively curled into herself. Suddenly, the elderly woman flinched and sprang up from her seat. She pointed at the young man and shouted,
"Thief!
What did you do with my purse?"
I didn't do anything.
The old woman yelled at the driver.
He must go to the police station.
Looking confused, the driver stepped on the brake and opened the door. The man resisted, protesting his innocence, but the old woman grabbed his arm tightly. As he struggled, she whispered in a trembling voice,
"Get off, or you'll die too."
Her hands were shaking, and her eyes gleamed with manic urgency. Hesitating, the man finally stepped off the bus with her. The doors closed, and the bus continued as if nothing had happened. The old woman collapsed to the ground, breathing heavily, almost in tears. The man asked,
Why did you do that? I swear I didn't steal anything.
Those weren't human.
And then she ran off toward the opposite side of the road. The man stood frozen, unable to move for a long time. None of it made sense. He just hoped it was all a strange dream. But the next evening, when he turned on the TV and saw the news, his breath caught in his throat. The previous night, the missing 375 bus had been found submerged in a reservoir. Inside were the conductor and driver, still seated, dead with their eyes wide open. On the back seats, 3 soaked Qing Dynasty robes were neatly laid out, but there were no people.
Who were those 3 passengers on the bus that night? And who was the old woman?